These are the only 3 steps you need to reach your first 1,000 subscribers in less than 30 days. Because if you're watching this video, you're definitely stuck at these subscribers. Spoiler, it was my first channel. But after years of study and constant failures, I found out the exact method of how this, and this other channel are getting thousands and thousands of subscribers in just a few months. And it is not luck or knowledge of secret methods, but it is a path called ISE that all of these successful channels have gone through. The ISE consists of 3 essential steps. And if you decide to skip even one of them, I'm sorry, but you can never see your play button hanging on the wall. These steps are like obstacles. Fortunately for you, you only have to jump 3 of them. This is to tell you that jumping over the first obstacle is as important as jumping over the second and third. 99% of YouTubers ignore this first obstacle. But as MrBeast said,
the idea is so freaking important. Like, you could, theoretically, most YouTubers watching this, you could pull triple the views with half the work if you just have better ideas.
So we have to come up with our own idea for our first video. 50% or even 60% of the probability of a video going viral is really due to the video idea. It is not found by accident, but there is a method that 1% of YouTubers use to come up with a crazy idea. It might sound strange, but the method that YouTubers like MrBeast, Eric, or Ryan Trahan use is to copy what worked. But copying does not mean downloading and uploading the whole video as this genius did with one of my videos, but it means copying as artists. But let me show you what I mean. If you watch this beautiful video of MrBeast, you might think, the video was his idea, it's original, but he actually copied from this other creator. Or Jack Gordon, he definitely is more original, and instead, he copied from this other video released 2 years ago. This is to tell you, even big creators copy, and that's probably one of the reasons why you're not getting views. So here's how I find crazy viral ideas. First, you have to go on vidIQ.com and click on this feature called Outliers. We click on the search bar and type in a general term correlated to your niche. In my case, I can type YouTube automation or how to get more views on YouTube. Before we search, we have to look at 2 metrics, outlier score and views per hour, which are the 2 metrics that appear below the videos. So on filters, I'm going to come to the outlier score, and I'm going to set it to 3. That way, it will show us the videos that got the most views in the channel average. For example, if a channel posted 10 videos and all 10 videos got 10K views, let's imagine the 11th one did 30K views. We get an outlier score of 3 on the channel average. Second, I go to views per hour and take it to 100, and that determines how long a video took to go viral. Last, we set the publishing date to last year. Okay, now we are ready to click Apply. And vidIQ uploads us all the videos that meet our criteria. Scrolling through a couple of minutes, I found a couple of ideas that might be interesting. For example, take a look at this video. YouTube changed my life in 6 weeks, and it can change yours too. And we can turn it into, I changed my life in 4 weeks on YouTube, and here's how you can too. Or this other video, 11 YouTube settings Smalls channels must turn on, into 9 YouTube settings every channel must turn on. This way, we take proven videos and increase our chances of going viral. This all sounds so easy, doesn't it? Yes, until now. But let's be honest, many YouTubers use the same method and get this number of views, and we don't want that. So in the second obstacle of ISE, I'm gonna teach you the skill that will allow you to turn your crazy idea into a crazy-ass video and guarantee to get your first 1,000 subscribers in less than 30 days. Do you understand what I am referring to? I am referring to the foundation, the basis of any successful video. And a video without a solid basis will never get the views you desire. And yes, you guessed it, the skill needed to jump over the second obstacle is learning how to write a crazy script. In practical terms, a crazy script will allow you to trap your viewer inside the video from the first second to the last, and switch to having a retention graph from this to this. But before you start writing the script, you will have to take some time to frame your idea and figure out your ideal viewer. This process, George Blackman, Ali Abdaal's scriptwriter, calls it Brainstorm. But why is it so important? Well, to write a crazy script, you have to go beyond just giving value. You need to know how to write to your viewer, understand what they want to achieve, their fears, and what they are willing to do to achieve it. So first, I suggest you broaden your idea by writing down as many ideas as possible and the talking points you would like to talk about in the video. Second, answer the different objections your viewer might have. With that done, you will have a clearer idea of how to go about writing your crazy script. But brainstorming is only the start. In fact, to guarantee that your viewer will watch your video until the last second, I put together this 3-step process. The first step is learning how to write a crazy hook. If you see this graph, the 2 biggest drop-offs are in the first 5 seconds and the first 30 seconds. But how to solve this? Well, just copy me. That's right, you need to know that in these videos, I have exploited the exact method that I'm going to teach you right now. Listen again to the first 5 seconds of this video. These are the only 3 steps you need to reach your first 1,000 subscribers in less than 30 days. If you noticed, I said exactly what I wrote in the title. That way, the viewer has immediate confirmation that this is the video he clicked on. But now, the other 25 seconds remain. Each hook to be crazy must have 3 elements. The first is target. Make sure you speak directly to your viewer and try to describe their current situation. In fact, in this video, I said, because if you're watching this video, you're definitely stuck at these subscribers. Spoiler, it was my first channel. The second element is improvement. After reminding him of his current situation, the viewer wants to know if it can be improved. And in fact, I said, but after years of study and constant failures, I found out the exact method of how this, and this other channel are getting thousands and thousands of subscribers in just a few months. The third element is stakes. It reminds your viewer that if they don't watch the whole video, they will never improve their current situation. And in fact, I said, if you decide to skip even one of them, I'm sorry, but you can never see your play button hanging on the wall. Now that we have our crazy hook, we cannot stop here. The whole video has to be crazy, and to make it, we need to know the second step in our process. So learn how to write a crazy body. The body of the script must have steps that I call mini payoff, and the final solution that I call grand payoff. Opening loops in each step is essential because it will force the viewer to learn all the steps to know the final solution. And if you listened carefully to my video, I did exactly the same thing. In fact, I set everything up in the form of a 3-obstacle path. And to know how to get 1,000 subscribers, you'll have to jump over the 3 obstacles. Crazy, right? Now we need to finish our script with the third step, writing a crazy call to action. The CTA is very underrated, and most creators use the last few seconds of the video just to summarize what they said and thank them. Yeah, it's cute, but it's not effective. Effective, on the other hand, means convincing the viewer to watch another video on our channel. And the process I use has allowed me to increase the CTR by 20%, which is crazy. And it works this way: link, curiosity gap, and action. The link will be create a point that links to the current video. The curiosity gap will be opening a loop in the viewer's mind, making them ask why this other topic is so important. And the action will be to promise improvement by clicking the next video. By the way, I will do the same thing at the end of this video. But wait, you still haven't reached 1,000 subscribers. The path is not finished, and there is one more obstacle left to jump. The last obstacle, the last letter of ISE, is editing. Because a video without proper editing will never get the virality it deserves. And I'm not just talking about mastering Premiere or After Effects, but understanding the different styles of editing, how to improve the visual, how to use sound. In short, all those details that make a video stand out from the crowd. But if this is you every time you open Premiere, well then learning editing is not for you. So how do we solve it? Do we delegate all the work to freelancers who have never opened a YouTube channel? Absolutely not. You can take all my editing skills and use them to grow your channel. And yes, you heard me right. My video editing agency is open. So you can start today by clicking on the link in the description. But if you are not lazy and really want to learn how to edit, you should know that there are 2 essential principles for crazy editing. The first principle is knowing the right editing style for your channel. That's right, because editing isn't just about putting together some B-roll, it's about understanding how your audience wants to be entertained. But let me show you some examples. If you look at this Sam Sulek video, it might look boring, with very few cuts and zero special effects. And actually, this boring video has 3.6 million views. This form of editing, however, is not suitable for creators like MrBeast. In fact, his videos have a cut every 2 seconds. But why does MrBeast have a cut every 2 seconds, while Sam has a cut every 60 seconds? That's because his audience desires entertaining and thrilling videos, an editing style completely different from Sam's. The second principle is mastering every visual, which is the ability to transform any boring clip into something visibly engaging. To improve the visual of any video, you will need to know a few techniques that might seem trivial, but they make all the difference from this video to this one. For example, don't leave anything static. Use wiggle keyframes to give movement to images or text. And how do you improve the visual of screens like this, where you definitely can't insert text or other images? Well, you can use shapes like squares or circles to call out this area, or highlight a part of the image to focus the viewer's attention on a specific point. See, these are just a few more important tips for mastering your editing needed to jump over the third obstacle and get your first 1,000 subscribers. But if you want to go deeper into editing and learn every single skill, then I suggest you click on this video.